Hey Techno Studs, it's always nice to have options on how you break things down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you one other way that perhaps you like it more than the table. So I'm going to show it to you and then you have an option of which one you want to use. So what we have here is a box. So in this box, imagine there's a 0 and a 255. So that's your full address range of one of your octets. All right, if I want to borrow something, it's like splitting this in half. I'm turning it into two different networks. And the first network is from 0 to 127, and the second network is from 128 to 255. So I have just borrowed 1 bit there. Now imagine we want to do that again. I'm going to split this in half once again. And now we've got from 0 to 63, and we've got 64 through 127, and we got 128 through 191 and 192 through 255. So in order for this to work out right, I always have to do vertical first and then horizontal. So I'm going to split this vertical. And now that I split that way, it's going to be 0 through 31, and it's going to be 32 through 63. This will be 64 through 95, and 96 through 127. And I'll just start using my slides now as we split this apart because it's going to get more and more. Now we have 8 networks here because we borrowed 3 bits. Then we divide that in half again, and now we have 16 networks, and there's 16 hosts per each network. And we can break that in half again, once again going vertical first. And you can see that we keep doing this. And so what we end up with is this square right here. Now this square is really what we want to get to, is now what you can do is you can do subnetting with this square. So depending on what you need, let's say you need 7 different networks. You can say, all right, there's 1 network, or 2 networks. You just created 2 networks, then 4 networks, then 8 networks. So now you've just created 8 networks here. And you know the first one is from 0 to 31, and all the usable hosts are right in between, which would be 1 through 30. The next network would be 32 to 63. And all the usable hosts would be right in between. The next network would be 64 through 95, and all the usable hosts are everything in between. If you needed more networks, you would just split this again. So you'd split it again. And if you need more networks, you would split it again. And if you need still yet more networks, you would split it again. So you could do this down to however many networks that you're going to need to work with. So here's an example right here. We have 192.168.50.0. The address class of that is a class C. The default subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. The number of borrowed bits is, we need to figure that out. So we need 7 subnets. So there's 2, 4, 8. That would do it right there. So we're going to borrow, we divided it once, we divided it twice, we divided it 3 times, so we're going to borrow 3 bits. And the custom subnet mask for that would be 255.255.255.224. Total number of subnets, we can count it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So there are 8. Total hosts per network is 32. Usable hosts is 30. So there you have it. There's our answer. And if we need to write out what the ranges are, then we have that information as well.